You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. I could not tell you before, because my first wife is royal. That marriage is secret because I am not, and we have a son, a prince. You are not my first wife, but I love you. We two must keep our marriage secret, otherwise I will be destroyed. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You will not my first wife. Who told you I am married? And my wife is here too. Well, my first wife is old, but I won't disgrace her with divorce for my children. So yes, in America we won't be legal, but we will marry in the mosque, and you will be my real wife. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife, but you are young and lovely. You will be my pleasure wife. I already have children with my first wife. They are my priority, I want no more. I told you to give me none. What? You're pregnant again. I won't love them. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife. You are no longer very young. You will never be a first wife. You accepted my offer to be second. Now let me use the bed in your home for my new woman to visit me in. I can't take her to my first wife's home. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife, but you were my American wife. I said I would take you to my country. Well, here you are. You can meet my uncles, but no women in my family. My uncles say you must find a way, have our marriage annulled and go home. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife. Yes, I married another right after you and I broke up. But now I am in America. Let's do temporary marriage. Wouldn't that be fun? We can be together over here. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife, but you will be my favorite. We are a love match, so beautiful you are. Now I must return to our country, to my first wife and 3 sons. All my money goes to them. Have Americans support you. I can't. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. Second wives aren't legal in the USA. You have no hold on me, and I am still free. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You're almost nothing.
Give give these idiots the smackdown that they deserve. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals. What the hell? What the hell? Untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals. They don't even read Arabic. What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. What the hell? I don't respond to stupidity and foolishness. Ultra-Presbyterian. I have rarely come across somebody who is more vulgar, vile, foul-mouthed, vicious, repugnant, depraved excuse of a preacher. What the hell? What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. And I wonder, truly, does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane? Ultra-Presbyterian, ultra-Presbyterian. Untrained, ignorant people who don't have a clue. Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian. Does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane? What the hell? Ultra-Presbyterian, 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 ultra-Presbyterian.
Sometimes, yes, ignorance is bliss.
And I wonder, truly, does he know he's lying, or is he mentally insane?
Hallelujah. Let Lord Jesus Christ shine forth. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us. Welcome. And welcome to those of you who are joining us on Adam Seeker's YouTube channel as well as his Facebook. And welcome, Adam Seeker. How are you doing, brother?
Thank you so very much. I am doing well by the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and I hope you are doing well as well, and everyone in the live chat are doing well. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful live stream together. Today is a good day.
I played two songs by mistake. First song was by mistake. I was looking the second song, but I clicked the wrong way. So that's why kind of it was almost been 8 minutes we've been live.
The first song was pretty nice. It reminded me of the Hurul Ain that I left because I left Islam. So it was a very decent song.
That I hope that was worth the sacrifice, brother.
And the second wives that I can so have, and the third and the fourth.
Anyway, so we are gonna this is a call-in live stream. We want to talk about the preservation of the Quran and then focus on, is there a really only one Quran? And we will kind of go through a few clips of Yasir Qadhi. But before that, I just want to bring up something to people's attention. Adam, I hear that you are trying to give away $10,000. What do we need to do to get this $10,000?
Oh, wow. So you saw my...
I remembered. I asked you to remind me yesterday. I told you, remind me that you didn't.
So 10,000 US dollars was a gift to anybody who can come in and prove that Abraham had a religion and it was Islam. That's it. $10,000.
And?
That Abraham had a religion and that religion was Islam. If anybody could prove, they could win $10,000. But nobody was able to come up and win them. At least in Pakistan and India. Maybe somebody in the US or UK or Canada or Australia can do that. So yeah, I'll put the same offer here, $10,000. Anybody who can prove that the religion of Abraham was Islam.
Okay, so check out Acts chapter 29, verse 11, as well as check out Genesis chapter 62, chapter 51, verse 11, and I am sure you will get the answer you are looking for.
Praise the
And then
Lord.
make sure you send me the money once you kind of become
But you did
confident.
not prove that his religion was Islam. You proved that
I
he
give you
was the follower of Christ.
the verses. If you read those verses with closed eyes, even with closed eyes, you will figure out, brother. Make sure you send the money. I am helping Muslims here, okay? Acts chapter 29, verse 11. Genesis chapter 51, verse 11. Those are the chapters. Check it out, Muslims. Get that $10,000.
But Genesis, are you sure? You are talking about Genesis chapter
Yeah,
51?
yeah. And verse 11. Exactly verse 11. Chapter 51, verse 11.
Uh,
Acts
can
29,
you,
verse 11, too.
okay, can
That
you,
you figure that out. You figure that out, brother.
sister? Okay, all
That's a
right,
long time. It is still taking time, brother. Come on.
all right, all right. If you say so, yeah.
Okay, Adam is
People, sister told you exactly where to go, and now we have. Okay, perfect. Now I can see the sarcasm.
it's not a
All right.
it's not a
No,
sarcasm, brother.
no. Yes, we will definitely find it
Yeah,
there.
it is
Now,
definitely there.
I
Genesis
lost.
51, verse 11. Acts chapter 29, verse 11. Those are easy to memorize it. Please, please. $10,000. You don't need to sell your kidney. You can get like someone else's kidney. So get that in. Okay. I've got someone in the backstage. I'll just I want to point
Sure.
out something. Okay. So this is the gentleman. I believe now he changed his name. He's been repeating those things again and again. And if I understand correctly, that this is the very gentleman apparently turned up the speaker's corner with knife and then caused some blood on me, Mr. Muslim. Good that you are brave enough and you are in the chat. No worries. No worries. Okay, so do you want to, should we start first with the
Mr. Muslim is talking about. We can actually report this guy to the police as well, authorities.
police doesn't do anything, brother. Police doesn't do anything, but
The
I
all
was
the
told, I was told this is the very gentleman who came to Speaker's Corner a couple of years ago with his knife.
so Mr. Moderators, report this comment to the YouTube authorities as personal harm and harassment. So report his comment, so please let
He
him.
he changed his name. His name was
Yeah,
something else.
he
But
needs. We need to keep on reporting him so that at least he will keep on working on these
um,
things.
okay, so we are gonna review video of Yasir Qadhi. This is the very gentleman who pointed out a couple of years ago how he speaks from one group to another group when it comes to the preservation of the Quran, when it comes to the relationship between Ahruf and Qur'an. That's what we are going to focus. But so question we are asking and encouraging Muslims to call in to help us to understand is, has the Quran perfectly been preserved, and is there only one perfect Quran? So I've got someone already in the backstage, Adam. I'm just going to take the gentleman in first, since I already put the question together for him or her, and then we take it from there. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, everybody? I am back, and
Why are you back?
Hatun sent me an email. We're not gonna talk about that, but I wanna say yes, there is only one Quran, and also I made a rap song about Hatun.
So there is only one Quran. How did you come to that conclusion?
Because I know what you're gonna pull up, Hafs and Hafs.
Hafs and Hafs? You mean Hafs and Warsh?
Yes, Hafs and Warsh.
Okay, so why did you say Hafs and Hafs?
Because
Because you lied? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on then. Okay, so what is Hafs and what is Warsh?
they're the same Quran, but Allah pronounces it differently, and Allah says it. Allah says it in the
same Quran, and Allah pronounce it differently.
Allah says it in the Quran that He could add words into the Quran. He could also remove words in the Quran.
Mr. Muslim, Mr.
Yeah.
Muslim. It is good that your Allah is editing and moving in and
He
putting.
could do what He wants.
Yeah.
Our God is very powerful, more powerful than your God. Your God is a fairy
Allah is
tale God.
so powerful. Allah needs a woman to
Allah
make
is the
stuff.
Almighty.
And he is not even handsome enough to get a wife. So that is, of course, some of his problems. And not even wife, like girlfriend. Sex outside of marriage is very bad. So
I got
Mr. Muslim,
attacked because
Mr.
of
Muslim,
you. You got me attacked. I got attacked by Christians, and I sent you a message that I got attacked by the Christians because
You are
I
lying
come
again,
to your
you silly.
channel and debate you, and the Christians attacked me. I know it's the Christians.
You are
that
again
done it.
liar. Christians do not attack, only Muslims.
Yeah, you could
attack.
ask Hatun. I sent her an email about it.
So what? You can be lying because you are a liar.
I'll
From
tell
top
you,
to bottom.
I'll tell you something, Mr. Muslim. Even though you've been brave enough to not call for a couple of live streams, I must say, still, when you lie, you look very handsome. Okay?
So
Now, since you can't come up with any arguments regarding the different Qurans, you are going to get into the backstage, and then we will want to get on with our live and our live stream. So thank you very much for calling in and lying on it. I know Muslims who were paying other Muslims to not talk to me. Also, I am very much aware that Muslims who are talking to me identified as kafir that are all on social media. You can put them all together. So now let's focus on the perfect preservation of the Quran. I've got someone else in the backstage. Let me just take that person in before, and then we get on with the video. We want to watch the video. Adam, you've got the video, or do I have the video?
I have the video, no worries. Bring in the guy and then I'll play in the meantime.
Change the settings. Hello.
Yo, why is Diddy Wood running from Lipiano?
Bring him here. What's the problem?
Wha-
Like
Who is
who said
Lipiano?
who is running away?
Who is
Lipiano,
Libiano?
the Orthodox Muslim.
So
Yeah.
you,
He's
you are
running.
his
Yeah,
you are his
he's willing to
illegitimate
come.
child? Are
Let
you
He's
his
willing to
illegitimate
come
child?
on.
Let me
Bro,
tell you something.
He's willing to come on Diddy Wood stream.
Mr. Muslim, let me tell you something. Your name is identified as the Orthodox Muslim. So it is amazing that you are kind of doing PA jobs for certain individuals, whoever it is, but
No, I'm also
something-
Orthodox Muslim. I'm Salafi.
Shush,
Shush yourself.
Thank you. I can see the
So
politeness
now,
of yourself.
so now, why is Diddy Wood running from him?
Last time when I checked,
He cooked
I
logic.
am a woman and my name is Hatun and I'm not David.
Yeah, I didn't ask.
Last time when I checked,
I
Adam
didn't
is
ask.
Adam Seeker. He is not David Wood. So you called into the live stream. If you want to engage on the perfect preservation of the Quran and different Arabic Qurans, you
Yeah.
are very welcome to stay. Otherwise, please go and call into the right live stream. And I
But
know
you're David
know-
Wood's friend.
I can
You're
see
his friend.
I can see that you are begging. You are
You're his
begging
friend.
for attention and fame. I am afraid this is wrong place for you to get that. So it is good that like you've got people, who goes to the other platforms and then just simply says, yeah, get my friend
So-
in, give him platform, idiots.
This is so common now that there is a speaker who doesn't have the guts to come up and have a discussion, but to promote that speaker, he has illegitimate child who will go to every other live stream and call out his name. This is how they are getting promotion nowadays, all these Dawah gangists, because they have nothing else to do, because they have no knowledge, they have no reasoning, and God logic just destroyed him last time, fully obliterated him out of thin air. And these illegitimate child of those people, they come in and talk about this. It's unbelievable. Anyhow,
That's okay. It's always good, right? People are begging for you to get platform. Other people are begging for you to get platform. And it happens that you get the platform, and what do? You can't even defend your own sources. So, as I said, discussion we are having today is the perfect preservation of the one Quran, and is there really one Quran? So that's what we are trying to focus on. I'll tell you something very serious, those of you who are kind of just jumping in the backstage, okay? If you are coming in with like just change your name that you want to make case, not very wise thing to
Is
do.
the same guy, is the same Musab Sheikh. He's gonna say the same thing again.
Let's see. We don't know. Let's
No, he's
try.
the same guy. I know. I can see his name. Same guy, Musab Shakhi. Come on, go
Salafi.
deceive somebody else.
He changed his name to Salafi.
Yeah, yeah. He changed his name. He changed his apparent name and wanna jump in again. Come on, go bring your daddy if you wanna bring him and have a talk. Bring your daddy. What's the purpose?
Probably daddy needs to hide behind mother's skirt, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and those of you who are in the backstage, one of the things I really struggle is when you copy and paste the same message again and again, and then this time you kind of want to get attention, and then you put the last letter million times. Don't do that. It is ugly. It is ugly. So let's do like have proper discussions. Okay, proper discussions is the man we turn our attention to.
होता कि वो कुरान जो खुद दुनिया में
I apologize. It just started before we get on. So
Yeah, because you bring it up. That's how StreamYard works. Please, I stopped it.
go ahead, brother. We need intro. We need intro.
We need intro. So this guy is a new age Muslim kind of a thing. I don't know if they actually, this is a Ghamidi student, right? They are half Sufis, half Salafis, half Sunnis, quarter Shias, and 10% Pakistani Barelvi and 10% Deobandis. So if you mix everyone, and you will get this ideology from whom this guy is, and his teacher is Ghamidi. All right. Ghamidi is the Pakistani scholar who has been living outside Pakistan because he has multiple fatwas on him for blaspheming the Prophet Muhammad, the so-called fake prophet of the century, and the Quran, because his understanding is a different understanding. Like I said, you mix each and every theology and ideology of Islam into one basket and then blend the blender, and you will get his understanding and ideology. So he is having an interview with Sheikh Yasir Qadhi, and Sheikh Yasir Qadhi is in the beginning of this video is explaining that he was a Salafi once and now he isn't, and his understanding changes, and we should not call each other something and something, and etc. 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 So yeah, and a lot of people said to Yasir Qadhi that you are a fool and an idiot to go and talk to this kind of a fool and an idiot. So that's the whole context. Now
that's how it got my attention. Okay, so video is in Urdu on Yasir Qadhi's channel, and then I am looking at this guy. This guy doesn't look like normal Sunni Muslim. And then I'm seeing people are critiquing Yasir Qadhi for talking to him. And then, Adam, there is an Urdu video on Yasir Qadhi's channel. Go and watch it. And then Adam watched it, and then he just tells us this video is disturbing for Islam. As well as, this is the part actually not only disturbing for Islam, also disturbing for West. There is other part of this interview that probably we will be looking at sometime next week, where the things Yasir Qadhi says, it should all concern us. But in this one, we are going to focus on perfect preservation of the Quran and so-called magical 7 dialects, all those kind of things.
Subhanallah.
Also, just before we play the clip, I want to remind you, those of you who has been on keyboard jihadis, or been on apologetic scene, or just been in the evangelism scene for a while, you would remember almost 6 years back now, there was interview done by Mohammed Hijab and Yasir Qadhi, where Mohammed Hijab was given the questions how to ask stuff to Yasir Qadhi, because some of the Muslims were not happy. Not only Yasir Qadhi changed sides, but they were not happy Yasir Qadhi's view on the perfect preservation of the Quran. And Mohammed Hijab, the part-time stripper, brought up the question, and then that interview kind of circulated around as the holes in the narrative. And then from that, we were pointed out, actually, Yasir Qadhi teaches different things to different students. If you want to kind of learn more about the perfect preservation of the Quran, what is Aruf, what is Qiraat, and what is their relationship with one another, all that, all you need to do is just take Yasir Qadhi's class. If you are not taking his class, you are just lay Muslim, you are just crossing the line, and then there is lots of problems in that. So as we are gonna watch this video, I just want for you to keep that in the background, okay?
All right. So now, with that being said, Yasir Qadhi is the most famous guy when it comes to the holes in the narrative, right?
Well, Yasir Qadhi and Mohammed Hijab, I don't know which one is most famous one, but like I think they are more equal, right?
But the sentence is of Yasir Qadhi,
Yeah,
holes in the
yeah,
narrative, even
yeah.
though that sentence was pushed in the mouth of Yasir Qadhi by Mimi Hijab. But he is the guy who gave us the holes in the narrative,
Holes in the
and he is the
narrative.
one. Do you have the song for that?
I don't know. There are holes in.
There's a song
I
about that,
might,
holes in the narrative.
I might have it. I need to let me. Where is my
Can you
maybe?
play on that? Because this is very important. People need to learn the holes in the narrative. The Yasir Qadhi is the one who actually said that saying that there is only one Quran, one statement, one word of Allah, and you can write it down on a blank piece of paper, is like the example of the naked king, naked emperor. Do you know the example of the naked emperor? The story of the naked emperor?
I do.
So everybody in the live chat knows the story of the naked emperor.
Well,
Very important story.
you can remind people. I'm gonna get. I don't know where the song is. God knows, my computer has been going through some suffering. But let me get
No.
the holes in the narrative thing.
So the emperor, the naked emperor, is a very famous story of the 1837 fairy tale by Hans Christian about an emperor who wanted to have the best clothes ever in the history of best clothes. So he told his whole ruling area that he want the best clothes, and then every every person who will bring in a cloth, he would just get him killed. And. But what happened is at the end, there was a guy who came in and he said, I have the best of the best clothing ever. But only the most pious and the most best or the best king, best emperor can see it. Anybody who is not pious, anybody who is not XYZ cannot see it, so on and so forth. And then he removed and showed the hanger, and there was nothing there. But now the emperor or anybody in his team over there cannot say that there is nothing on the hanger. So the king wore nothing, and the emperor is now out in the street while wearing nothing. But nobody has the guts to tell the emperor that, Mr. Emperor, you are naked. You are not wearing anything. Yasir Qadhi said, saying that there is only one Quran, it has not been changed. It is like the story of the naked king or the naked emperor. That's the reality. This is what it is. This is how it is. Nobody can say Quran has been not changed. But everybody knows that Quran has been changed, but they cannot say that Quran has been changed. This is the reality. This is the reality. Now, this is the background. I'm gonna give you what Yasir Qadhi said back there before we're gonna give you what Yasir Qadhi said now.
Every single student of knowledge knows, who studies Ulum al-Quran, that the most difficult topics are ahruf and qira'at. And the concept of ahruf and the reality of ahruf and the relationship of the Uthmanic Mus'haf with the ahruf and the preservation of the ahruf. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 7? And the relationship of the qira'at to the ahruf. This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on here? When you go a little bit more, you learn to simply memorize what your teachers say and regurgitate it out. And you
Ooh. When you grow in education, you still do not know. You just regurgitate it. You just keep on saying. And
don't fully comprehend. When you do a deep dive is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. And this isn't new. This is from the time of the Sahaba. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. The issue of that caused confusion to somebody whom the Prophet said, if you want to listen to the Quran directly, listen to Ubay. Ubay is not some even average Sahabi. He is the Qari of the Quran. He is the master. He is who he is. And he goes, فَدَخَلْ فِي نَفْسِي شَكْ. What is all of this stuff? Again, this is the you asked.
That doubt crept into his heart, in the heart of Ubay. And you know how Muhammad removed that doubt? He punched him on his chest and he's like, BAM! Get the doubt out. Is it out now? Yes, master. Yes, prophet master. It is out. No doubt now. That is how he removed the doubt from him.
It's a very honest question. This is the first time I'm saying these things. Many people are aware who listen to my lectures that I've mentioned the crises that happened to me at Yale. This was the issue.
In the Yale, he had this crisis as well.
That the issue of ahruf and preservation and qira'at and relationships between them, these are very, very difficult issues. And the most advanced of our scholars, they're not quite fully certain how to solve all of the unanswered questions in there. Here's the point. These issues should only be discussed amongst people who know what the qira'at are and who understand some of these questions that are being raised.
So is what you're saying the shak that came, or not the shak, but the crisis that you had was in relation to this question of the relationship between the ahruf and the qira'at, basically?
No. The crisis I had wasn't that. The crisis I had was, that was what generated. But what was the crisis? The crisis was very simple. Traditional understandings of ahruf and qira'at cannot answer some of these pressing questions that are now being poked by our...
There you go.
But let him speak, brother.
Okay.
Let him speak.
Outside of, by our academics, by their academics outside of the faith tradition. You see, in a Muslim environment, there's always some respect that we have for the Quran. We should. In a Muslim environment, we'll press a little bit and then we'll say, okay, khalas,
stop.
that's great, alhamdulillah. When you go to academia, they don't have that red line. And they're going to just, the famous story of the emperor with no clothes. They're going to just point out, no, that doesn't make any sense. Well, that's not true, and this and that. And they'll bring issues, which I'm not going to mention explicitly, that you know are true because they're in your own books. They're not inventing anything new. They'll bring you riwayat, and they'll bring you athar, and then you add to that very well-known issues of, I don't even want to be explicit. And then you bring on top of that makhtutat, and then. And it's very clear to you and to every single very advanced student and specialist, the standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say.
No, brother, continue.
No, a little rewind. I want to hear that again. I want to hear that part again. Sorry. I need to hear that part again.
I don't even want to be explicit. Then you bring on top of that makhtutat, and then. And it's very clear to you and to every single very advanced student and specialist that the standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say. The standard narrative does not answer some very pressing questions. These are now well known within the Western Academy, that they're bringing forth issues. Their level of now knowledge is leaps and bounds above what it used to be, 100 years ago. What is happening in the last few years is not me anymore. It's the Western academics. These problems are now becoming mainstream. And by and large, our ulama in the Eastern world are not aware, by and large, of what's going on in the Western side of things. And they're not answering those questions in a manner.
Okay, that's it. There's nothing more. It will go to a different video. So, standard narratives have hole in it. He has said a lot of things. And when you are going to listen to this current video,
Okay. Before that, let me bring something to people's attention, so they can follow up the story. Okay. So the video is we just watched is from 6 years ago, right?
yeah, that's when you and Dr. J. Smith made Mimi Hijab a monkey on Speaker's Corner, and he had to finally go to Yasir Qadhi to get a right answer. And then this happened.
It took 4 years for him to do that. But anyway, okay, let's check this out. Okay, remove Adam.
I removed it.
Play it.
What is your position in relation to preservation of the Quran? Do you see it as preserved from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
The narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. That's what I'm going to say. The narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. When you do a deep dive, is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. When you do a deep dive, is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. Alhamdulillah, the narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. That's what I'm going to say. The narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. Alhamdulillah.
He was a mean holes in this narrative.
For centuries and for centuries, without any shame, Muslims lie that the Quran has been perfectly preserved. Historical account and traditional account tells us Mohammed confronts us, Abu Bakr confronts us, Ubay bin Ka'b confronts, Ibn Masud confronts, Uthman confronts, Aisha confronts. Tradition and history tells me Quran has not been perfectly preserved.
And this has to be the most damaging podcast, I think, to date. The destruction it caused.
These problems are now becoming mainstream. These problems are now becoming mainstream. The narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. That's what I'm going to say. The narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes. When you do a deep dive, is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. When you do a deep dive, is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. Alhamdulillah, the narrative has holes. Has holes. Has holes.
He was a mean holes in this
narrative. Has holes. Has holes. Has holes.
What's the problem? I don't understand. Why you have that? What kind of man are you anyway? What kind of woman are you? What kind of Muslim are you? What kind of Muslim are you? Be honest about the situation. Fucking bounce from that one part and that one mind with this one. So,
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
this is one of our tradition. Oh, no, brother, I've been getting emails and text messages and this and that after the podcast. Oh, yes. I don't know why. What? And holes in the Hebrew holes. It doesn't mean holes. We were the mean holes in this narrative.
If I were to give you a blank Muslim, yeah, and tell you to write what is munazzal verbatim from Allah into that mushaf with no human interference, would you write something which corresponds?
It's not an easy answer. It's not an easy yes or no. And I don't think it is wise to bring it up in public because it should not be said in public. I don't even want to be explicit. It should never be brought up in public. This is not something you discuss amongst the masses, Yasir. It's not wise. Leave it at that, Yasir. Because it should not be said in public. I don't even want to be explicit. It should never be brought up in public. It should never be brought up in public.
And this has to be probably the most damaging podcast, I think, to date in regards to the drought and the destruction it caused.
The bad thing, people have been calling me and giving me some emails. Brother, I have doubts. What doubts, man? What embarrassment is that? Why? I have doubts. Why? Brother, I've been getting emails and text messages, this and that after the podcast.
Leave it at that, Yasir.
Of course, we don't want people to become ex-Muslim. We want people to become believers. We want people to become member of our family. We want people to become a Christian.
I want to point out something, actually. I just noticed now. Look at the date of the emails.
18/8/2016.
August 2016. End of June, me and Jay Smith took the different Arabic Qurans to speakers corner. So it seems conversations started soon after Mohammed Hijab was pulling up his people from listening us. And then some individuals who were
Like I said, it was you and Dr. J. Smith who caused this whole shebang. So all credit goes to you and Dr. J. Smith. It's because of you two.
Yeah,
You two are the ones who created this whole thing.
so they are discussing this, like, okay, what are all these different Qurans stuff? And then people decides, okay, let's share Yasir Qadhi's views. But anyway, so it's good. I didn't remember this video fully, but I just Googled it on my channel, and not Googled, on YouTube search, and then it came up. So, okay, let's get to the point.
So
2026.
the point is, this is 2026. After 10 years, it's been 10 years, man. Seriously.
I know.
10 years. Okay.
I should do
So,
like 10th. I should do 10th anniversary of 26 Arabic Quran. I need to unite with my Qurans.
Absolutely. And so 10 years after this, he's doing an Urdu video. Now, in Urdu, the same problems, your friend Hadrat Adam Seeker alayhi salatu wassalam brought it into India and Pakistan. Your friend destroyed and obliterated the argument of perfect preservation of the Quran in many live streams. And now, these guys who are the follower of Qadhi with a, is there anything in America or in Canada or in Europe where you mix everything else and make one? We call it khichdi. So is there something in your food?
It's like Boxing Day Christmas leftovers.
Ah, yeah, Christmas leftovers, when they put everything in one single
day, unboxing day,
exactly. So whose Islam is a Christmas leftover everything kind of an Islam with his own interpretation. And by the way, Ghamidi cannot go back to Pakistan, because as soon as he goes to Pakistan, there will be 295C, 285, and a multiple other things on him that he is supposedly a blasphemer and of Quran and Islam and Allah and etc. 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 Anyhow, this guy is giving Yasir Qadhi a narrative in a question while saying that in the past you had some kind of a doubt. So listen to his question first. By the way, this is the second part of the question. The question was so long, I did not put the whole question in subtitles. So it is half of his question where he was giving him leading question how to answer. Yes, sister.
Okay. So just wanted to make sure it is subtitled. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means if you are walking around and then you are kind of just listening, it's not going to help you. So if you are interested on the topic, all eyes on the phone or on the computer.
All right,
They
starting.
need to read it. We will summarize at the end, but people need to read.
पैदा होता है कि वो कुरान जो खुद दुनिया में जितने इल्मी दीनी मसाइल हैं उनका फैसला करने के लिए आया है, उसका खुद पहले हमें फैसला करना है कि वो खुद 7 किरातों में बटा हुआ है, उसमें से कौन सी किरात है जो दुरुस्त है, तो उसकी जो हैसियत है मीज़ान की, फुरकान की, मुहैमन की, वो नहीं बाकी रहती.
Okay, so let's just put it out word by word what is happening, right? Or do you want me to play the whole video first?
I think let's play the whole video first.
Okay.
So that
All right, sorry, let me just restart it then. Because I thought we can just say it in English one by one.
Okay, if that's how you feel more comfortable, that's fine.
Because of the language barrier, that's why I wanted to do it this way. And then
Why
we can play
that
the whole thing.
language barrier? Is it our fault that we don't know Urdu?
Yeah, you don't know. No, we do. I do. Anyway, let me play this.
Racist.
पहला सवाल ये पैदा होता है कि वो कुरान जो खुद दुनिया में जितने इल्मी दीनी मसाइल हैं उनका फैसला करने के लिए आया है, उसका खुद पहले हमें फैसला करना है कि वो खुद 7 किरातों में बटा हुआ है, उसमें से कौन सी किरात है जो दुरुस्त है, तो उसकी जो हैसियत है मीज़ान की, फुरकान की, मुहैमन की, वो नहीं बाकी रहती. एक दूसरा नुक्ता नज़र ये सामने आता है कि अल्लाह के पैगंबर ने वक्ती रियायत के तौर पर जो 7 कबाइल वहाँ पे मौजूद थे, उनके मुख्तलिफ लहजात थे, एक रुख्सत ये थी कि तुम उस वक्त तक जब तक अर्ज़ आखिरा की किरात नहीं होती अपने अपने लहजे में कुरान मजीद पढ़ सकते हो. और एक दूसरी रियायत अल्लाह के पैगंबर ने ये दी कि जब तक आयत का मफहूम तब्दील ना हो जाए, यानी अजाब की आयत को मगफिरत की आयत मत बना दो, मगफिरत उस वक्त तक चूंकि नई चीज़ आ रही है, टाइम लगेगा, उस वक्त तक तुम कर सकते हो. लेकिन फिर अल्लाह ताला के पैगंबर ने जब जिब्रील आए अर्ज़
Is it stop at your side as well?
Yeah.
Stopped at my side as well. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
No, it's not playing. Something happened.
Okay, let's remove it.
इस वक्त क्या करना?
Okay. Okay, it's fixed.
खड़े हुए हैं. रिवायत का जो नुक्ता नजर है उस पर आपके इश्कालात कुछ मेरे इल्म में आए, और इस वक्त क्या करंट पोजीशन क्या है?
ठीक है, आपके अगेन आपके बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल, आप तो माशाल्लाह एवरी इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल पूछ रहे हैं.
Sorry?
Okay, we said we will kind of listen it and then translate it. So can you be kind enough and then just bring the question? So first question is, the Quran itself come to decide all the knowledge and religions disputes, all those kind of things. And then there is second question. So if you can just summarize that for us.
Yeah. So explain the knowledge of this world and the deen of this world as a judge for all of that, by the way. That is how the Quran is revealed, anyhow, according to this guy. Then he said that when the Quran is, and yet the Quran is divided into 7 qira'ats. How can it be Furqan? How can it be Mizan? Like, how is this possible that the Quran, which is divided into so many parts, is Mizan and Furqan, which is criterion and distinguisher and Muhaymin, trustworthy or guardian? How is this possible? Right? Very important. And then he brings the question to Yasir Qadhi and says, I have seen some of the ishkalat, some of the doubts that you have in your mind in your previous talks. What would you actually say now? And etc.
So good, he was watching Yasir Qadhi's video. He wants to hear where does Yasir Qadhi stands now, right?
Absolutely. Now let's see what Yasir Qadhi says this time around when he is not pressed.
देखिए, ये जो सवाल है, ये कोई आसान सवाल नहीं है. ठीक, द ग्रेटेस्ट उलमा जो क़िराअत के उलमा हैं, द ग्रेटेस्ट स्कॉलर जो है, इस सवाल के ऊपर उन्होंने सदियों गुजारी है. जी, आप जानते हैं इब्न अल-जज़री जो साहिब अल-फन माने जाते हैं, जो कहते हैं ही इज़ द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ ऑल क़िराअत स्कॉलर्स इन ऑल ऑफ हिस्ट्री. इब्न जज़री ने बोला कि मैंने इस मसले को 30 years से ज़्यादा मैंने उसको जो है समझने की कोशिश किया और एंड में भी अब तक वो कंफ्यूज रहे। मतलब उनके पास एक
Sorry, I have to stop now. Okay, so Ibn Jazari, who is the best and the greatest of all Qiraat scholars, spent 30 years on this problem of the Ahruf and Qiraat. And after 30 years, when he wrote his book, he said, I am still confused.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Because there is only one Qiraat.
But 30 years and still you are confused. Think about it.
He's the greatest scholar.
I'll take you a little bit back.
Okay.
All right. This is very important question. You are asking very important question.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Yeah.
Where do you remember this? Almost 10 years ago, right?
There you go. You are
Almost
asking a
10
very
years.
important question.
Almost 10 years ago. It is the same thing. Instead of saying this is not easy yes or no question, you are asking something very important question here. Mashallah. This is not an easy issue. And then they kind of let's giggle about it so that people don't see how serious this topic is. I think it's funny. Okay. So, and we were pointed out, as Adam pointed out, Yasir Qadhi is saying Ibn al-Jazari spent 30 years on this topic. And what is the result of that 30 years?
After 30 years, he's still confused.
Study something for 30 years and you are confused about it. Your conclusion is like, oh, this is like much more confused than how I started. So what does that means? When the street Dawah gangs, part-time strippers, or the ones who turn up on the Dawah tables, tells you, well, Quran has been perfectly preserved, dot by dot. All those different Arabic Qurans, just the dialect, just the different sound, just the pronunciation between American English and English. All you need to tell them, how many years have you studied?
Yasir Qadhi, 20 years.
Someone who studied 30 years conclude this is confusion, okay? Yasir Qadhi spent 20 years and...
Oh, he's going to say that. He hasn't said that yet. But let me just play that. Because now he's going to say he spent 20 years.
और एंड में भी अब तक वो कंफ्यूज रहे। मतलब उनके पास एक क्लियर आइडिया नहीं आया।
सही।
तो मैंने भी मैं तो 30 years नहीं बोलूँगा, 20 years से ज़्यादा मैंने भी इसका भी तवज्जो दिया है। तो देखिए, पहली बात है हमें एक खिताब आम, एक जनरल प्रिंसिपल कह देते हैं।
ये जनरल प्रिंसिपल।
Okay, so Ibn Jazari studied 30 years. His conclusion is confusion.
I'm still confused.
Confusion and more confusion and more confusion. I spent over 20 years, okay? Not like as much as 30. And my conclusion is standard narrative has holes in it.
So because standard narrative has holes in it, so we are going to give a general principle. We are going to give a general principle.
Okay, listen this very carefully. What is the general principle he's going to give, right? I don't want to deal with that confusion, holes in the narrative part. But let me give you the answer that politicians will give it to you. Okay? That is the general answer we are looking for now. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, where?
Play. Press. Use your fingers.
Okay.
प्रिंसिपल क्या है? इन्ना नहनु नज़्ज़लना ज़िक्रा व इन्ना लहु लहाफ़िज़ून। इसमें कोई दो राय हो ही नहीं सकती है। अल्लाह ताला ने He himself has said, मैं इस जिक्र को महफूज रखूंगा। इसमें कोई दो राय हो ही नहीं सकती है। कुरान जो है अल्लाह ताला ने बोला हम इसको हिफाजत से रखेंगे। तो this is something we believe as यकीनी, ये मुतवातिर।
Okay.
Why did you pause it?
No, I did not. Something is happening. Let me remove it and re-enter it. It's causing some glitch. All right. So, Bahran, in the meantime, we speak about it that this is mutawatir, that Allah said that He is the protector of this Quran. Now the problem is this is exactly what we have to see. If Allah is lying or is Allah telling the truth? Because if the Quran is not protected, then Allah is a liar. And if Quran is protected, then Allah is the real God. And we see that Quran is not protected. So what Muslims are trying to do is they are going the other way around. They are saying because Allah said so, then no matter how much corruption in the Quran has happened, we have to create an excuse that Quran is still preserved. You see, it's the other way around. This is a wrong way of thinking. This whole shebang that they are saying. So let me replay it now. I hope that it will not get stuck now.
So this is something we believe as yaqini, ये mutawatir and ijma'. आपने बोला ijma' के बारे में, these are one of the things there's ijma' over. कि Quran protected है वो. Quran कलामुल्लाह महफूज बैन अस्सूतूर, यानी कि फातिहा से नास तक ये कुरान है. अच्छा, तो ये हम लोग को खिताब आम सबको कहना है.
Pause there. So like he's going to move to the different thing. So let's make sure everyone got it. I know someone is in the backstage. Please hold a little bit. So now I'm not going to go through all that historical things I've done 10 years ago. I'm not going to go through actually not 10 years ago, 6 years ago. I'm not going to go through how me and my colleague Mohammed Hijab caused doubt in the ummah. Most damaging thing we did. I'm not going to go through that, but I'm going to give you something that your lay students can understand, right? The one who just walk on the street, they turn up the mosque, they just love being Muslim without kind of critical thinking, without studying stuff. All they need to know is Quran Surah 15 verse 9. We have sent down this reminder and indeed we will preserve it. That's all they need to know. And because Allah said it, therefore we've got to trust it. Okay? And then he talks about this is something we are certain about. Because it is in the Quran. It is in the Quran. And then he talks about this is mutawatir. And then I just wanted to give you a side note. According to Quranic scholars, Hafs is not mutawatir. So must transmitted. No. And then he says, we believe this. Why? Because it is must transmitted. And what is the other thing? There is a consensus upon it. Because scholars came together and then they decided it. They decided Allah says he's going to protect it. Therefore, he protected. And then he says, how do we know this? Our example is from Surah 1 to Surah 114. That's it. What happened to the other Surah 33 verse 179? What happened to that one?
What about the ones within this paradigm, that the missing verses and missing chapters and etc. within this paradigm of Fatiha al-Nas?
Yeah, so that's why I said what happened to Surah 33 verse 179 stuff. So what happened to them? Well, we don't need to go through that. All we need to know is Allah said he's going to preserve it and we believe it. Why? Because it's mutawatir and then there is consensus upon it.
No, he's saying this is what we have to tell them.
Yeah.
Right?
This is something we believe with certainty.
Yeah, and we have to tell it with the text.
Yeah. That's what your lay people need to know. That's what your lay people need to know. And now he's gonna, so that was general, okay? The ones we will be hearing. Okay, so now he's gonna go to
Ahruf and Qiraat.
Yeah.
अहरूफ और क़िराअत का ये फ़र्ज़ आइन नहीं है लोगों को समझना है.
देखो ठीक है, वो तो इल्म की
तो as long as फ़र्ज़ आइन समझना है कि कुरान is protected, इसके बाद जो है जिसको पढ़ना है अहरूफ और क़िराअत के बारे में, let him go and read, find the different opinions. और अस्हाब तख़स्सुसात यानी कि जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं उनके लिए मैंने एक आर्टिकल
Okay, pause there.
publish की है, it is called.
Okay, sorry. Just wanted to make sure we don't miss it. Okay, what is sufficient enough for you? You don't need to look at different Arabic Qurans. You don't need to ask very basic question about ahruf, whatever that thing is. No one knows what ahruf is. You don't need to deal with that. Only thing you need to know is Allah said He's going to protect it. That is sufficient enough information for you. If you are more curious about it, I'm not going to talk about those different opinions. Go and do your own research about those different opinions. Go to the specialists, go to the experts, which means take my course, right?
Yeah, he has published an article as well. He's going to tell you now.
Yeah, and he was advertising his course, remember?
Yeah, he was advertising his book first. Now he's advertising his article and then his course. So right now, the article.
An alternative opinion to the Ahruf and Qiraat. ये publish हुई है online, आप भी देख सकते हैं. ये advanced लोगों के लिए है ये. And I personally am sympathetic to the second paradigm in this regard. लेकिन either paradigm, both of them, कि अल्लाह ताला ने कुरान को अपने हिफाजत से directly he has protected it. Now I also believe that Ibn Taymiyyah का कौल है हमारे.
Okay, now he's going to Ibn Taymiyyah call. But before you go there, so he said that he has written an article in which he has given two paradigms. He follows the second paradigm, yet he says that whether you will follow the first paradigm or the second paradigm, it doesn't make any difference. Because at the end of the day, Allah has protected the Quran, but both of his paradigms deal with Ahruf and Qira and the problems inside the Ahruf and Qira. And now he want to go to Ibn Taymiyyah and give one of his opinion. And just listen how he gonna deceive everyone who does not know about these things, who will then come to people like us in a debate and say, Adam, you're a liar, there's only one Quran. And then when we will show them it is not, like these scholars are making sure that these innocent people come to the people like us and proclaim a stupid argument, which is so stupid that you can debunk it in like 10 minutes. Check this out. But he wants them to know according to one of the opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah.
Majority of the differences ये लहजात से आती है. अगर कोई वद्दुहा या वद्दुहा या वद्दुहे कह दे, अगर कोई शनान या शनान कह दे, ये तो जैसे मैं इंग्लिश बात करता हूँ अमेरिकन एक्सेंट से, कोई ब्रिटिश में बात से, कोई जमैकन से, बात तो वही हुई ना. तो ये हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने जायज करार दे दिया था. इसमें कोई हिफाजत की बात आती नहीं.
बिल्कुल, यानी एक रियायत थी.
So
it is just
what he did was he used pronunciation accent. Wadduha, wadduha, wadduha. He just used 3 pronunciation of wadduha. Sister, when it comes to writing and when it comes to ahruf, that it has anything to do with it, ahruf and the pronunciation.
So first of all, few things there. Yasir Qadhi in his book, okay, Science of the Quran, 175, 177. We don't know what ahruf means. So therefore, he cannot say ahruf is just different accents or different pronunciations. Okay, because that's like not fair to his book. That's point one. And after ahruf, and whatever that ahruf was, it got destroyed by Uthman, right? Whatever that thing was, they got rid of it. Even he says like, oh, they were heard this from Mohammed and it's permitted. Uthman crushed it. Uthman crushed it. Qirats are something different, right? Qirats are something different. You look at from one example to other example. Yeah, there are some like you hear pronunciation is different, but their meaning is different too. And it's not me saying, your Muslim scholars, your brothers, put together a book, and then giving us the examples and then pointing people, those examples, and then he publishes, Sulaiman Fadl published it, 30% of variations, and then he says, see these variations? They are different. They affect the meaning. And then he gives you example after example. It is not fair to his own article, and it is not fair to his whole 20 years of study to say like, oh yeah, just the accent, like American accent, Jamaican accent, all that. That's not fair, and it's just wrong. Like,
So
is that all
what you're
you
telling
want?
me, what you're telling me, that he knows that there is not one Quran. He knows that there are so many Qurans, but he's lying that there is only one Quran. It is the way you pronounce the word that makes qira'ats.
Yeah, that's not what I'm telling you, what he's telling us.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Last 1 minute remaining because this is where we ended. Let me just play.
रियायत थी, और हम ये जानते हैं कि उबई बिन काब और सईदना
खुद
उमर
ही थे वो।
उनके जमाने में
जी हाँ।
यही चीज कि भाई इस चीज को हमने अच्छा
You see, he just ate Ubay bin Ka'b. He didn't want to talk about it. He interrupted him twice and he just ate it and they moved forward. They just did not, they don't even have the guts to talk about Ubay bin Ka'b right now. Check this out, check this out, check this out.
इसमें कोई हिफाजत की बात आती नहीं
बिल्कुल
है।
यानी एक रियायत थी, और हम ये जानते हैं कि उबई बिन काब और सईदना
खुद
उमर
ही थे वो।
उनके जमाने में
जी हाँ।
यही चीज कि भाई
Pause. People, sorry, I didn't mean in that sense, like brothers and sisters and friends and not friends. Give attention to his face. He's annoyed, right? It's been like whole 3 minutes. This conversation is still going. Don't be like part-time stripper. No need to be like part-time stripper. Like you can see from his face at this stage, he's uncomfortable. We also know about the companion like Ubay bin Ka'b. He's preserved some of those variations. Oh, the very man which Yasir Qadhi brought to people's attention, he got beaten on his chest because he never had doubt like this even in the time of Jahiliyyah regarding all these differences. What is? Mohammed forgot the things and then he was just making up things along the way. But how that solved? Yeah, let me beat this guy. Just give attention to his face. Like,
Alhamdulillah. Shall I play? They
Yeah.
changed Ubay bin Ka'b. Check this out.
इस चीज को हमने अच्छा इसको एक और पर्सपेक्टिव से हमारे उस्ताद भी बयान करते हैं कि जो रियायत और रुखसत दी, ये मुसलमानों की इल्मी दयानत है कि उन्होंने जो उनको रुखसत पैगंबर ने दी थी, यानी उनके यहाँ इतनी शदीद अर्श थी कि हम पैगंबर की दी हुई रुखसत को भी महफूज करके आगे उम्मत को मुंतकिल करें कि हमें ये पढ़ने की भी इजाजत दी थी। तो ये तो एक तरह से बड़ा एट्रीब्यूट बन जाता है उम्मत का अगर इसको यहीं पर रखा जाए।
I just love this part. So this is like, you know, when you know that you stole something from someone and now you are caught, so you have to create some theology. So what is the theology? He said this is the greatness of the ummah of Muhammad.
Yeah.
That even though qira'ats were there temporarily at that time, yet they preserved it for future generations to know that at that time there was difference in the qira'ats and it was allowed temporarily. Now look at the answer of Yasir Qadhi, because Yasir Qadhi knows that this is the most absurd, stupid, idiotic statement from his teacher Ghamidi, and he just said it. So check this out.
Okay,
ठीक, ये भी सही बात है, एक नुक्ता नजर है, and like I said, जिस
maybe that might also be one of the point of view.
brother,
Yes,
brother. You've got to make sure everyone gets the full point, right?
Please, Mike is your sister.
No, you just cut it, like give him time. He's gonna say that's one of the perspective what we have here. I've got 45 pages article. It's available online. Like all that stupid thing you said, I don't know how to correct you. Like, do you want me to like tell in Urdu to the camera that like actually Qur'an has nothing to do with ahruf? Is that what you want me to tell the people? Do you want me to tell people that Mohammed never saw riwayah of house or wash? Is that what you want me to tell? I know you are pushing your own interpretation, but here's this. As I said, for more details, what do you do?
This is the
Read
Qiraat
my,
of Ghamidi.
read my article. For more details, what do you do? Read his article. 45 pages. It's not that bad.
Let's play that then.
And like I said, जिसको मजीद से तफसीलात चाहिए, मैंने पूरे एक
सही।
आर्टिकल लिखा, 45 पेज आर्टिकल, इट इज पब्लिश्ड, इट इज ऑनलाइन।
नुक्ता वाज़ेह, बिल्कुल वाज़ेह। अच्छा, 2 सवालात आखिरी। कुरान मजीद का जो अमली
So now they move to a separate topic. So this is the talk on this one. There is somebody in the backstage who is very, 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 very in a hurry. Do you want to take him first?
Sure, let's take him. Let me get, okay, adjust the screen. Hello. Sir, can you please unmute your mic?
And he ran away.
Devices are not connected.
Oh man.
Like, it just makes kind of serious questions, right? Hey, I'm here. And then you were giving platform and, oh, devices is not connected.
From the last 10 minutes when we were playing this video, he is in the backstage, turning on the camera, showing us everything, his house, raising hand. I want to talk. And when he's in, he's like, I'm running. Bye-bye.
It says they will need, oh, it's gone. It was saying they will need to
This is how we do it.
your mic. Yeah.
Yeah, this is how we do it. That's his name. So, Mr. This is how you do it. Then you need to do something better. If this is how you do it, then you need to do something better, because this is not how you should do it.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
guy's back.
Okay, he's back. Hello.
He's still on mute. He don't know how to unmute
Sir,
himself.
please unmute yourself. Okay, it says device is not connected. I know Adam thinks this is funny, but I think these things are not funny. Like, someone wants to make a case. I'm not gonna verbalize it. No, I'm not.
He doesn't know how to mute or unmute. Rather, he's removing the permissions from the browser.
Hey, DCCI Ministries, may I please use this clip use the clips from this video? I want to make parody about Yasir Qadhi with a song without that confusion with my we don't have like copyright strike stuff. You can use, and one of the good thing Adam did was he put his logo, so people will go and search for Adam. They might get his that $10,000 for his challenge.
I'm gonna upload it in Instagram and TikTok as well, and because then you can download it without our interruption, so it will be uploaded. I'll share it in the comments on the Instagram and TikTok, because there TikTok and Instagram does not have this kind of a copyright privacy laws as the YouTube has. So here we have to speak, we do not, so we'll upload it there.
Who is this? I can join. I have conditions. I don't need your conditions. We are having conversations and discussions about perfect preservation of the Quran. Is there only one Quran? What condition do you need? You need to come and make your case. Don't be childlike, seriously. If you are already stepping in with this childish attitudes, like, come on, man, like, or woman, whatever you are, just like, anyway, get to the point. So that Mr. Muslim who was mixing everything together, right? He's saying, so he wanted to bring Ubay bin Ka'b's to people's attention. Actually, let me get that Ubay.
But he looked at the facial expressions of Yasir Qadhi and his interruption, so he stopped his point and moved away. Like, this is how that guy was very cunning. He knew exactly till when he has to press him, or this wasn't live, or they had some cuttings happening, and I could see certain locations where there are certain cuttings happening. So, but
You mean like
there,
in the sense like in the sense of editing the
yeah,
video? Yeah.
yeah. So in the video, if you see, there are certain cuttings happen. So I would say very, and then the last part of this video was very good. I sent you the last part as well. I'll upload that one as well. That how to capture and occupy and invade America. That's what he was describing in the last part of this video.
Okay, yeah. So I think let's first put our full attention to this one, and then we do that needs like full live stream, and we've got only 45 minutes for that one. Did you want to watch that one as well, or
It's up to you. I just said that it's not necessary. So you take the wheel. It's
okay?
your show. I'm a guest.
I know your place, brother. So
Absolutely.
that will be for next week. We will go through that their plan and their success in the West for next week. I'm just trying to get these Ubay bin Ka'b's hadith.
See, I moved my place smaller because I'm the guest.
Yeah, it's good, right? We are a good team. Why
So
this?
guys, I made myself small, Sister Hatun large, so that you all will know I am the
stream,
guest.
Oh no, it wasn't in that sense, brother.
I am the guest. She's the host. So
I
I am small. She's big.
Yeah. I am a just sinner who needs gracious God. I'm
Don't
just
we all need him?
we do. I'm trying to find a hadith. Where is Ubay's hadith?
Oh, I'll
One-
do that. You talk with this guest. I'll do that. Where he got punch?
Yeah, like be gentle, brother. Be gentle. That punch was so powerful, made him to get rid of all of the doubts. So when you say the one he got punched, you are kind of thinking like, oh, there is a violence. No, that punch just like takes all the doubts from you and empties yourself. Like the people who do yoga, they empty themselves in that sense, punching.
Ah.
Okay, let me take the caller. Hello. Notorious, please unmute yourself.
Hello, my voice is clear.
We can hear you, sir. Who are you?
Actually, firstly, I ask to Adam, sir, is this is a link for non-Muslims or for just Muslims only?
Sir, we are trying to have conversation with people who hold the view that Quran has been perfectly preserved and there is only one Quran. Do you think atheists are holding that view?
I think this topic is not related to me because I am not Muslims. So
Okay.
I think I.
Thank you. Can you call us into another live stream when we are not focused
Okay.
on such a specific
Okay.
topic?
I just ask Adam, sir. Adam, sir, I wanna ask you. I just want.
Listen to me. So Adam does regular live streams. If you've got specific
Just one question, ma'am.
that we are not discussing, please use that and then go to his live stream to discuss the topic, right?
Just one question, ma'am, please.
No, sir. You can just call him to do his live streams. Okay.
His live stream.
Thank you very much. I didn't mean to be rude, but like, well, that was rude. I know, but the point is, I've got a topic here. I'm trying to discuss the topic. So you can, if you've got other questions to Adam, subscribe to his channel, get the notifications when he does live streams, call in live streams, and he does them quite often. Every time when I'm calling him, he just like not take my call and then send me a message, I'm live. Yeah, so go, he's got lots of live streams. Go and do that on there. Let me take the caller again. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir. Who are you?
Okay, first of all, I'm a Muslim. That's who I am. Yeah.
So, Mr. Muslim,
Hatun, I've been watching you for a very long time now.
Mr. Muslim, thank you very much for calling in. We are discussing the perfect
You
preservation.
talk. I've been. No, seriously.
Do you hold the view that Quran has been perfectly preserved, dot by dot, letter by letter, sound by sound, word by word? That's a very long pause, right, Mr. Muslim?
Well, when you say sound by sound, yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. We just want you to speak.
Okay, so it's okay. So what do you mean by pause? I'm speaking. You could hear me.
No, you are taking very long pauses. So let me ask my question again in case you missed it. Do you hold the view that Quran has been perfectly preserved?
No, I know.
Letter by
I
letter,
know.
sound by sound, word by word.
Yeah, the Quran is perfectly preserved. Yes, it is. It's perfect. Yes, right. And what I'm saying to you now, yeah, is that when you come out with the wordings of the qirayat and ahruf, do you know the meaning of the qirayat? Do you know what qirayat is?
So can you just be kind enough and then tell us what is ahruf and what qiraat is?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you because you're here telling people, telling your Christians, telling all the world. So I'm asking you.
I'm not playing with your words.
This ain't no games. This is not games. This is not games or playing with words. You're the expert along with your guy Adam Seeker. Yeah. So I would like you to tell your audience what is a qirayat. What is qirayat and what is ahruf?
Well, I don't think I'm qualified to tell you that because we were pointed out by Yasir Qadhi that no one knows what ahruf is. Allah knows best.
No.
So how can
No, I'm
what ahruf is?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. What's a qirayat?
Whatever qiraat is, we don't have that, but I'll tell you what riwayat is. The book Muslims are reciting called Hafs Quran all around the world has lots of the that's one of the qiraat, and then you've got like quite a lot of them canonized lots of them, first 7 and then 10 and then 14, and then of course the current ones are riwayats, not the qiraats, and then it's just messed up. So I am trying to figure out the Quran when I go and then buy it from the bookstore. For example, this one is this perfect preserved word of Allah, dot by dot, sound by sound, letter by letter, word by word, what Muhammad received from so-called angel.
Alayhi salatu wassalam. Yes, you see the Quran is perfectly preserved. Yeah, perfectly preserved. Yeah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says this in the Quran. Yeah, there is only one Quran. You see what it is, Hatun? All your questions, yeah, has been answered. Yeah, and the only thing you're doing right now is that you're deceiving your people. Even when you came to Speaker's Corner, yeah, all of these games have been already played, yeah, and they've already been answered. When you was playing these games to the Muslims, they are, look, let me speak, Adam Seeker, let me speak, yeah, because you're very childish.
Listen, do not personally attack me. I do not like people who personally attack me. You can attack my argument, but do not personally attack me. You were talking and I was listening. I did not speak with you. I spoke with Sister Hatun that may I have 5 minutes. That's what I spoke with her. So do not do personal attacks on me. I'm going to bring you back on stage. Stick to the point. Give your information. Don't personal attack.
Couldn't get my mic working when I couldn't get my mic working, you was laughing like a little child. Yeah? So don't lie. So don't lie. That's first of all.
I was laughing like Muhammad.
Hatun,
I was laughing like Muhammad.
Yeah,
When Muhammad laughed, you can see his molars, premolars. I was laughing like Muhammad. Ha 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 ha. Exactly like Muhammad. So please be respectful so that respect could be given to you, sir.
So you mute me. First you mute me, then you laugh. Yeah, then you attack. Okay, yeah. Hatun, you see, you didn't really answer the question. Yeah, when I said to you, what's Qur'an?
Let me take the next caller.
He
Hello.
does not want to talk. That's the whole problem. He didn't want you to talk.
Hello.
He just wanted to like
Hello, sir. Who are you?
speak over stuff.
My name is Adnan.
You are Muslim?
Yes.
Thank you for calling in, Mr. Muslim. We are discussing perfect preservation of the Quran, and we are discussing, is there only one Quran? Can you please make your case?
Yeah. I just wanted to maybe offer, because you were talking to the other caller.
So other caller is in the backstage. If you want to get in touch with him, just do that in the private chat. We just want to engage with the topic. So
yes, but it was about what you said about the ahruf, that no one knows what it means. Or Yasir Qadhi said that.
That's Yasir Qadhi says in his book Science of the Quran. If you read it from page 171 to page 177, Allah knows. Yeah, let's focus on the your case. Please make your case. Why do you believe Quran has been perfectly preserved, dot by dot, sound by sound, letter by letter, dot by dot, and why do you hold the view that there is only one Quran? And if there is that Quran actually.
Yeah, I mean, so if you actually compare the Hafs and the Warsh,
What is that?
The Hafs, the Kirat that you were talking about, if you compare them, you will see that any variations that you're discussing are at most diacritical vowel marks. So it's basically a line above the letter, a line below the letter. So I think I know you're trying to make an argument, but to be persuasive to Muslims, I don't think that resonates with Muslims, because if you can read the Arabic, you would know that, maybe 1,000 years ago when people didn't have Xerox machines, somebody put a slash above the letter instead of below the letter, and then you would say that this is an entirely different variation.
Mr.
But it's more like a...
Wait just a second, brother.
Yes.
Mr. Inam, you said most of them. So you do know that not all of them are dashes, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying though, every example, if you give 9 out of 10 examples, there will be simply the dots and dashes.
Okay, can we take an example which is not the dashes? What is happening there then? Because now the harf is different. Harf is the letter, right?
Right.
So if the letter is different, let's say there is a letter ba and then there is a letter sa. So that letter from ba to sa can change the meaning of the word and make a different word, like in English, right?
Yeah, that's correct. But just to note though, that even the example you gave, the ba and the sa is just 1 dot extra. So again, we're talking about slashes and
No,
dots.
it's
and
not
dashes.
just 1 dot extra. The problem is that it is a different word. For example, kabir. What does kabir means? You know that, right? You know Arabic. I can see your face. You're from Pakistan probably. Or
Right, I don't know Arabic, but yeah, it means great or bigger.
Behreen. That's good. What about kasir?
No, I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you are not Arabic speaker?
No, I'm not native Arabic speaker, but I learned how to read it, since I was
Perfect.
a child.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll tell you. Kasir means many. Because this is a very common word, kasir. In my language, in Urdu, we use the same word as well, because Urdu is a collection of so many languages. So kasir is many, right? So can you tell me if kabir and kasir are the same in meaning?
No.
No. So, all right. So you're very honest. I like you. I like the style you speak, and I appreciate that. I'm going to show you this 2 verse, Surah Ahzab, right? Verse number 68. It's on screen, my friend. This is Hafs. It says, Azabin walanahum lanan kabira. And Allah sends them a lana, a very huge kabir lana, a big lana. And then Kalun and Varsh. It says lanan kasira. Allah sends so many lana. Kasir, many. So when you have been lied to, my friend. That's what I always say. That the scholar of Islam have lied to you guys collectively so much, it's unbelievable, that they don't even tell you that there are huge differences in words which are actually so opposite to each other. Kabira means one big, huge. Allah is Kabir, right? That's what you say, Allah Akbar. That's where it comes from. Kasir, Allah is so many? No, you cannot say Allah is Kasira. Same is the case here. And by the way, if Allah sends a lana upon you, let's just say, God forbid, do you need many lanas from Allah? Allah is the most powerful, most high, supposedly. If He sends only one lana, He doesn't need to send 200 lanas. Yes, my
I
friend.
mean, but would you? Okay, so where I wanted to thank you though, by the way, for. Did you want to add anything, Hatun? I don't want to.
I'll let your conversation to finish with Adam, so I can bring up some stuff.
Sure.
Go ahead, sir.
So I don't know, but like the blessing, if you blessing would be the opposite of lanat, curse, right? So like if God sends you many blessings or one big blessing, it's kind of the meaning would be understood, like, in a way. But again, I don't find this terribly persuasive. You're saying I've been lied to. Again, there's a dot of a difference, and
Nope.
I don't think the
No,
dot
brother.
is.
It's not a dot difference, brother. Please. Now you are regurgitating like Yasir Qadhi says.
No.
First you said diacritical mark. Now you're saying dot difference. No.
Those
The
were all
dot
added
difference.
later.
And when I told you, asked you first that ba and sa, are they going to be different words? You agreed to me in this discussion right before, yes, they'll be different words. You said that, right? Then I showed you this verse. So now you cannot say it's a dot difference. So ba and kasir, sa, there are 3 dots on the top or 1 dot in the bottom. So the one who added the dots, he didn't know what Muhammad said, because like you said, there were no dots. There were no dots. Arabic was not even formed to a level that it could be written in a precise manner. Then few hundred years later, somebody in one location put a dot underneath and he said it should be Kabira. 500 kilometers away, there is another guy who looked at it, is like, it should be Kasira. Allah sends many lanas, not Kabira, and he put 3 dots on top. None of these two people know exactly what Muhammad said, because you don't have any Quran with dots. And then even if you say to me that there would be Hafiz over there, I know Hufaz right now who has Quran in front of them and they do Hifz. In the Ramadan, they still have to read it, right? So you cannot tell me that the Hufaz knew at that location it was Kasira. No. Probably one of the Hafiz that he knew and he thought it is Kasira. And that's how it is, because nothing is written. So at the end of the day, this is human intervention that caused these many Musafs, my friend.
There is an element of human transmission, and I think Muslims should be more accommodating to that. But if I could add though,
in that, so while Adam is pointing out there are differences in here that changes meaning, and then you are saying there might be a human element in it, then the very basic question is, which one is in the original one, in the word of Allah, the one that Allah says he's going to protect it?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a very fair question. I think it's a smart question too. So I will give you this analogy though, because when you look at the explanation, and I haven't read the book or the scholarly paper you guys are referring to by Yasir Qadhi, or taking the course, but seeing his lectures around the time
that's a good thing, brother. You have not wasted your money and time.
No, but I would say though, even though this controversy happened, I think I myself, tried to watch more of Yasir Qadhi and tried to see him explain what he meant when he started this discussion. And so he does explain, like I said, I haven't read the book. You seem to have read the book. So, obviously a book is more a condensed form of what somebody believes. But, this is the analogy I want to give though. So in the American accent English, right, you have a Southern dialect. So if I say the word pen in Memphis, Tennessee or Alabama, you would say pin.
Brother,
and so
that's not
now
what we are
because it's a
talking about,
spoken
brother.
dialect, you could say, did I say pass me the pen, or did I say pass me the pin?
But brother,
And from the context, you know what I'm talking about usually, whether it's a pig pen or
brother Anam,
were we
the
sewing.
thing that is in front of you, does it has anything to do with dialect?
But, well, vowels. So it has to do with vowels. So different.
The one that is in front of you. Does it has anything to do with vowels or anything? It has everything to do with the meaning of the word, because now it's not schedule or schedule. It's not pen versus pin. It is kabira versus kasira. Many versus big. It is two different words.
It might be beneficial if we put different examples, since he's not Arabic speaker. Maybe he kind of.
No, he understand that. He understand that. Let me give you another one. The one that you like, and this will be my last one. Then sister can bring in all the ones. You also said the dash, the difference of the dash. Okay, you said that, right?
Right.
You know the difference of a dash can change the meaning of the word entirely.
Right.
Let me show you. This is Surah Al Imran, verse number 146. Waka'in min nabiyin katala. Okay. What does katala means?
Kill.
No. Fought.
Mm-hmm.
Kutila. Killed. With the pesh. So when you actually say that diacritical marks only changes the sounds, it is also not true. It changes the meanings. It changes the meanings entirely. That's the problem. So even in your first example, because you did not know that much, that is why I did not bring in this example first. I brought it later to show you that even the diacritical marks changes the meaning. Many of the prophets were killed, past tense by the way, or many of the prophets fought. Like, tell me, what did Allah wanted to say? Many of the prophets were killed, or many of the prophets many of the prophets fought. So the whole idea is that whoever thought where the diacritical mark should be, based on his understanding of the past, he placed those diacritical mark on those locations to make the Quran speak according to his understanding. So nobody knows what the true Quran is from the remaining of the verses, because these are not complete verses. Quran was supposedly with 17,000 verses, and multiple scholars says that nobody should say that you have the full Quran, but they should say that whatever has remaining is something that he has read. So the remaining verses that we have right now, in those verses, you cannot tell me that this is how Muhammad said it, or that is how Muhammad said it, because this difference in the qira'ah changes the meaning. When you said pen or pin, they both means pen. They both mean something from you write from. When I say schedule versus somebody from the America says schedule, we both mean scheduling some meeting or something. We both have the same, even though the pronunciation is different, but the meaning of the both words are same. The pronunciation is different. Here, the difference in the pronunciation changes the meaning of the word entirely. Fighting versus being killed, two different things, right? I can fight with you, you can fight with me. We might punch each other, we might kick each other. It does not mean one of us is dead, right? Here, it's killed or died versus fought. That's huge difference, my friend. Mike is yours, sir.
I'll let Hatun, because she's been waiting for us.
Do you see that as a difference, and how do you reconcile that, sir?
Yeah, that is definitely a fair question, right? Because there is a difference in meaning. But I will add though between pen and pin could be a sewing needle, or you pin something inside something. So there's always a disambiguation when you have regional varieties. And if I'll just say it before I let you, the ahruf is just the letters, and but it means like regions, I think, listening from Yasir Qadhi, right? Because like the Qirat and Ahruf would be so like, in other words, there was regionalism involved between the Quraysh dialect and the other Arab dialects.
I think I'll gently encourage you to, if you can't take his course, read his 45 pages article, because you will come to conclusion actually that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
So let me remove that. Actually, before I remove that, so when you think about, when you identify Quran as one, do you think which version fought or killed? Which version is in the what originally is supposed to be revealed? Because that, like, you can't walk around if you are dead, but you can walk around if you went to fight and then you fought and you got injured. So both of them are different. So which one do you think, and how do you come to that conclusion is what Allah actually revealed?
Yeah, that's a smart question, because how would you even decide, right? If, like, you know, but you know, I don't want to not answer your question. I want to admit that I have a weakness of the answer. The idea is, though, is just the consonants, the Rasam text that is considered.
But those
preserved.
things are like consonantal letters.
Right.
Are B, C, D.
Right.
Things
J.
those things in English letter.
Right.
So like, you are seeing, even though they are just letters, it is changing the meaning.
Because here, Kabir, Kasir, two different letters, as you can see here. So Razam is also different.
Yeah. And when you look at you mentioned the regional differences. When you look at the earliest copies, they were sent out by Uthman, where Uthman actually got rid of the ahruf. You get to see over 40 variations from that copies went out. That's something else. So I just want to bring something to your attention. If you just say, okay, this doesn't change that much meaning, I'll bring this one to your attention. Since you expressed that you are not Arabic speaker, I am going to bring up the book from Fadl Suleiman. He is Muslim missionary. I'm sure you heard of him.
Yeah, he's on your channel, right? Often, or Jay Smith's channel.
I don't think he's on Jay Smith's channel. He's like Muslim missionary.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he's Muslim missionary Fadl Suleiman.
Oh, sorry, I was confused with Jay Smith's Fudley. Like, he has a friend named Fuzly or something.
Fanda. You mean Fanda?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, that's the name of his channel.
Uh-huh.
So he published a book back in 2020, I think, where he's going through these different Arabic Qurans, and he's putting together the variations in Arabic text from one Quran to other Quran, and then showing us how do they change the meaning. Okay, what I'm going to show you, I want you to kind of think the question I'm going to ask you. Which one, what Allah revealed? Okay, so this is Surah 11, verse 81. Can you be kind enough and then read it for us? So that's like, starts from here to here. If you can read it for us.
Too small.
Oh,
they said
for you to zoom in.
They said, "O Lot, we are the messengers of your Lord. They will not reach you. So take your family on a journey while yet a part of the night remains, and let none of you look back, but not your wife. She will be afflicted by that which afflicts them. Indeed, their appointed time is the morning, is not the morning near."
Okay. Can you just summarize me? What did you understand so far?
This is the destruction raining down on Sodom, and Lot's wife is about to be turned into a pillar of salt.
Okay. So the part which has been read it on here, it says, remains, and let none of you look back, but not your wife. She will be affected by it, right? Okay.
Right.
So we get the footnote of this. So this is put together by a Muslim missionary. And then he says, Ibn Kathir, Abu Amr's Quran, okay, reads it as, can you read it for us?
So take your family on a journey while yet a part of the night remains, and let none of you look back, except for your wife. She will be afflicted.
Okay. So what is the difference between these two?
Okay, like the period turns into a comma. Like, in other words, the wife is part of the sentence of don't look back.
So is the wife supposed to look back, or wife is supposed to not look back?
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's contradict, right?
Go ahead. Sorry, what were you saying?
Contradict. Do you see the contradiction there?
Okay. Yeah. Like there's a there's a sentence in English which shows how important commas are. A panda eats, shoots, and leaves.
Yeah, so this is not about the comma
Grammar.
went wrong place, because as you know, in
There's no commas.
you know, in 7th century there were no comma stuff. So
Right.
your Muslim scholar says this simply changes the meaning. Okay,
Right,
whether Lot's wife is looking back and getting destroyed, or not looking back and getting destroyed. That she's staying back or she's coming back. She's coming. So there are like serious questions on that, and this is like your Muslim scholar expresses. Let me ask you another very basic question. Do you think Allah and Muhammad are different beings?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
What is the difference between them?
Man and God.
Okay, one of them is man, one of them is God, right?
Right.
Okay, give me time. I'm just bringing this up to your attention. It's coming. I'm trying to get for you Surah 37.
Take your time.
Let me make it smaller. So how do you reconcile the differences I just showed you? Like what's supposed to be there? What Allah revealed at the first place? Because like, do you believe your God reveals his last revelation in a way that contradicts one another?
No, there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be. So what do you do when there is?
Yeah, I mean, look, I want to say I do understand your point. Like, depending on how you read that sentence, there's a disambiguity in there.
No,
And like you
it's
said,
not
it's a Muslim
depending
scholar.
how you read that sentence. Your Muslim scholar says this Quran reads different than this Quran, and it changing the meaning.
Right.
Okay,
So my friend,
this
you need
is
to understand it's like when you actually said that, it shows that you were not listening, and you because like there are two different Qurans by two different people, and then their readings are so different because their writing is different. So number one, writing is different. Then whatever you write, you read, right? So qira'ah comes from harf. When the harfs are written on a piece of paper, then you can do qira'ah of it. Otherwise you can't. Otherwise you are just listening from somebody and you're repeating it. So you can only do qira'ah when you see some haruf written on a piece of paper. Now you have two different qira'ahs from two different people because their writings are different. We just showed you a few of them. Now this is the third example that Sister Hatun brought up. Check this out.
so you pointed out that there is a difference between Allah and Muhammad, right?
Yes.
This is Surah 37, verse 11. Would you be kind enough and then read it for us?
So inquire of them, are they more difficult to create or the others we created? Indeed, we created them from sticky clay. Rather, you were amazed as they ridicule. And when they were reminded, they remember not.
Okay, so what do you understand? And in here, when it says you were amazed as they ridiculed, who is it addressing to?
The Prophet.
Prophet. Okay, so here your Muslim scholar gives us footnote, and then in his footnote he says there is a Quran called Hamza Quran, there is Quran called Al-Qissa Quran, there is a Quran called Khalaf Quran, however you pronounce it. In that it says, rather I gravely noted as they ridiculed. So in here it is you. In other three different Qurans, it is I. So when it says I, who is it talking about?
The God.
God. Okay. So is it Allah or is it Muhammad? According to this verse.
And you know the difference is Pesh versus Zabar. Bal ajibtu, bal ajibta. So the diacritical dash on top of ta make this much of a difference, because in the early discussion you were saying they are only diacritical differences, but that diacritical difference you just saw made it so different. Is Allah amazed or Muhammad is amazed? Who is
Unless
amazed right now?
unless you think they are the same, then yeah, we can say okay, it doesn't matter. But there is a difference between Allah and Muhammad. We both acknowledged. So when it is revealed, is it Allah who is amazed by this, or is it Muhammad? And I can give you more examples of this, but I think you got the point. And I'm saying this is what Muslims are sharing with the world, that there are differences. And the question comes to us is, if Quran, there is only one Quran, why do we have these differences? And which Quran is the correct one? Or all of them are the correct, but all of them cannot be correct. Maybe all of them are part of or bit of Quran because they contradict one another. Okay? Dead doesn't walk. I know there is a movie called Dead Walking Stuff, but no, dead doesn't walk. Injured can walk. Dead doesn't breathe out and breathe in. Injured breathes out and breathes in. Allah is capable to create all universe and give you life. Muhammad is not able to do that. So, which one does Allah reveal? And then I've got like, is the wife stayed back or get destroyed, or she came not destroyed? Like, did Allah order the wife stay or look back, or no? Like, oh, there are distinction. There are differences, and those differences are affecting whole context, or whole like negative versus positive sentence structure.
Or man or God, opposites really.
Yeah, I know that. So what is your comeback to that? That's what, like, I know it, therefore I am pointing out to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't know about this one, so thank you for showing me. I think so. I believe this is what I heard somewhere, but the Al Azhar Institute, right? So these when you do have differences of these diacritical marks which lead to differences of meaning, I have to concede that to both of you. Then the thing is, though, these other qira'at are not used for interpretation purposes. They're used for simply recitation. So this goes back to
are they not Quran?
That is.
I haven't been to Al Azhar, but that's where I read or heard.
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. That is so. I'm so sorry, but I would have to say this is so lame of an excuse, whoever gave it to you, because in 1924 they canonized one single Quran. Before that, each and every madrasa was teaching different Qurans with different interpretations, and even though that you have multiple interpretations, if you read the early scholars, they actually use multiple interpretations of the multiple Qurans. For example, if you read Qurtubi, in many of the verses that he quotes different readings. Even Ibn Kasir in the 13th century quotes different readings and then gives different opinion. So you cannot say only one Quran's interpretation has to be taken. That is, somebody made a boo-boo out of you. I don't know how to say that in English, but he made a joke for you.
Main question goes back to, if there is Quran and it has been perfectly preserved, and that this Quran is one, why there are differences in the, even like in the dots, even in the meaning? Which one's supposed to be the one Quran? That's where where it goes to.
Yeah, that's the crux of the argument.
Let me tell you a very important thing, and I think that would be the last thing to tell you. If you are traveling or you are sick during Ramadan and you can't fast, what is the ruling as per Quran to do?
Feed some poor people.
Sorry?
How many?
10.
10? Okay, you are wrong. Let me bring it up. This is your Quran. It says, فَمِنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنَ الْأَيَّامِ آخِرَةً وَالَّذِينَ يُطِيقُونَهُ فِدْيَةٌ طَعَامُ الْمِسْكِينِ. You have to give food to one miskin, right? This is Surah Baqarah, ayah number 184. This is a ruling. If you are sick or in traveling, not that you left the fast for no good reason. Like Allah is giving you a reason. If you are sick or at traveling during Ramadan, then you can either do fasting later on, or give fidya as one poor person that you give to to. All right. Hello, Mr. Anam.
Yes, yes, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to show me a variant?
So this is the ruling, right? If the ruling is different, then you are in a problem, right? So
Right.
everybody who's reading this Quran are giving to one maskeen. That's it. Whereas everybody who is reading this Quran, they have to get to al masakin,
How many is
multiple,
that?
more
5?
than 3 or more than 3.
Okay.
So now imagine the ruling, the law, that is just simply changed. When we read from one Quranic Musaf to another Quranic Musaf, the law is changed. So if you do not give food to at least 3, you are a sinner now. You are a sinner because that's the law of Allah. If you don't do what the law of Allah says, you are a sinner, right? So now the law of Allah here says at least 3 poor people that you have to feed. Now anybody who's following this Quran is feeding 1. So basically, by following this guy, you are not feeding 2, hence you are sinner by default. Which one is the word of Allah? Because Allah's word has to be precise when it comes to law, at least. Forget everything else. At least when it comes to law, it has to be precise. It's a law.
And it is sad because during the Ramadan, you stay without food whole day, right? Like,
Right.
that is like Muslims would identify that as there is proper sacrifice.
Right.
But when that doesn't happen because of the health issues, what is the alternative? Simply we don't know, because the word of Allah contradicts from itself from one book to another book. And very similar example again comes from Surah 5 verse 6. It talks about like before the prayer washing yourself, and then it talks about like when you wash yourself. Do you wash yourself? Do you do ghusl after you have sex with someone, or after you do handshaking? So it like which one? Like when is the time for wudu? When is the time for ghusl? One Quran tells you, well, once you wash, once you do handshaking, that's the time you need to do ghusl. But other one is talking about sexual relations. So it change. There is a application to your daily life to live as a Muslim. So do you need to fast? Do you need to feed only 1 poor person, or 3 and or more? It's different, right?
Yeah, I mean, with this one, I'm not. I mean, I want to. You know, the handshake thing is very interesting, right? Handshake or sexual intercourse. That's like a massive difference. But with this one, I'm not nearly as impressed because, you know, I would just see it as like your job is to feed the poor.
Yeah,
like it's a general command to feed the poor.
Mr. Muslim, it's not
Job
about
is
you.
sorry, sister, it's the law that he's saying that job is to feed the people. No, brother.
That's
Job
how I
is
would
not to
read
feed
that
the people.
sentence. Is like if
The
you can't
job is
fast,
to
feed the
give
poor.
fidya
Plural.
of your fidya. No, job is not that. The job is to give fidya. So in Islam, when you do certain sins, you have to give fidya for the sins. It's not feeding the poor, because if it is feeding the poor, then it could not be compared with other stuff. For example, you can fast for 3 days if the normal fasting is gone. So if
Right,
you
but
have
the
uttered
miskin
a
is a
lie,
desperately poor
if you
person,
have
is what I'm
uttered a
saying.
lie, yeah, if you have uttered a lie, what can you do? If you have taken an oath and then you don't want to follow that oath, what are the 3 things that you can do?
Sorry, I'm not
All
familiar.
right, so you can give food for 10 people,
Okay.
average amount of food, or clothing to some poor people, or you can fast for 3 days. So the job is not to be kind to humans here. Here, the laws are defining as in fidya. What you did, what is the fidya for that? What is the, like you can say, the, what do you call it? The sacrifice.
Yeah.
The sacrifice.
How do you make it up? How to make it up?
Yeah,
So,
atonement is a good word.
so now if the sacrifice is 1 sheep or 3 sheep, that's very important. In You cannot actually take 1 versus 3 as, oh, it's just a normal thing. But like, it's a huge thing. It's a huge
No,
thing.
I mean, that's interesting because sheep is the same plural and singular in English. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that if
It
you
doesn't
switch
matter.
something
In
from
this,
plural
we are not
to,
talking in English now. We are talking in
yeah, but
Arabic.
so you're
And
saying
Arabic
though,
makes it
when
distinguishing
you change the
factor.
line above and below, it becomes more than one poor person. You can understand it as a general thing. And by the way, poor,
No, there
miskin
is
is
no
like
general
desperately
thing.
poor.
It's the
Like,
law. For example, my
Mhm.
friend. For example, listen. Do you have 3 members in your family, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Assume. Okay. Now, if I give food to just one, the rest, the other 2, will they die of hunger or not?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So you cannot define a language into a different language. That is why I'm constantly going back to the Arabic words. In Arabic, things are very specific because these are older languages, which are called semantic languages. Just like Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic. This is semantic language. Their semantics are very, very clear on certain subjects where you cannot run away from it.
Right.
So just ignoring it for the sake of you have a perspective is not being true to your own self. So if you are here and you are talking and you are seeing these things, defending it because you have a perspective in your mind, it's not being true to your own self right now. If you really want to learn and understand, you need to get out of that box and then stand outside and then look inside the box and say, have I been told the truth all my life, or have I been lied to? And then research on it without biasness. Because as long as you have the biasness that there is one Quran, that's a biasness. Look at it from outside and then see, is it one Quran really?
Another thing it takes us is chapter 15 verse 9, right? Allah is going to preserve it. Which one did Allah preserved? They are contradicting one another. Which one did Allah mean at the first place? They contradict one another. So Allah couldn't keep his promises. And when you read Yasir Qadhi's article or take his class, you will be exposed to different world, and you will be seeing actually not only different Arabic Qurans, but when we look at the tradition account, we get to see, yeah, Quran, completion of the Quran very much messed up. All we have is whatever is left over, and that leftover is now in, like, I know there are people who are talking about having more than 30 different Arabic Qurans, so it's like messed up in many forms.
So I'll try to integrate what both of you have advised me on, and I thank you for giving me time on the platform. I think
before
I learned a few things.
Before you go, I'll ask practical question to you. Will it bother you if you find out that Quran has not been, we don't have the Quran that Gabriel give it to Mohammed, and today there are many different Qurans out there? Would that bother you?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like studying the apologetics sphere that you both are in, there's the verse of Adam.
I'm not asking for the apologetics or anything. I'm asking,
Yeah.
why would it bother you as a
There
Muslim?
shouldn't be any verses that were revealed that didn't make it into the final manuscript. That would bother me. Yeah.
That would bother you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they were supposed to do a thorough job of compiling the entire history of the transmission over 23 years.
Okay. And I am sure you are very much aware that, like, adult breast suckling verses is not in the Quran, stoning adultery verses is not in the Quran, the chapters are missing, verses are missing from the chapters. I'm sure you are very much aware of that without even going to the different Arabic Qurans.
Yeah, the Adam being 90 feet tall, things like that.
Yeah,
Or no, the Adam, there's a verse about Adam being in a valley or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And nothing can sustain in the belly of Adam. So yes, you're right.
Yeah. So that does bother me to learn about these things. Yes.
So it bothers you in the intention of learning about these things, or it bothers you, well, it's not being perfectly preserved at all?
Yeah, but I mean both of those, because like Adam said, you have to shed your biases and you have to try to look at this, not hanging on to any worldview particularly. I would agree with that sentiment.
Okay, check the informations we shared with you and see. But as you are checking that, just remember, it's in Sahih Bukhari account. It talks about how the Quran that you are reciting is going to intercede for you on the day of judgment. And if you don't have the right Quran, you don't get intercessor when you die. So by default, not only points out that Allah didn't preserve his book, but also your eternity is pretty much shaky because you don't get the intercessor because you didn't recite the right Quran.
So, Mr. Inam, we come live every Tuesday and every Thursday, same time. So you can join in again as well. Because I spoke with you in the past as well in some other channel.
A few times.
I don't know which channel right now, I forgot. But
Reasoned Answers was the second
Reasoned
time.
Answered, yes. One of the channel that I spoke with you, you were like you have evolved. Let me just put it this way. So you are more acceptive to listen and learn and absorb as compared to 6 months ago. So it's good, and I'm thankful that you are at a position where you are more willing to learn rather than giving your narrative. So I'm very thankful right now, and I appreciate that. And that is how we learn. If we look at the other person's opinion, then we learn even better. So like I said, we go live every Tuesday, every Thursday. You are more than welcome to join in and ask any question once you actually research on it. And do you
Thank
have
you for
any
the great
questions?
invitation. And Hatun, is very nice meeting you the first time.
Thank you very much for calling in, sir. If you ever call into my live stream, just remember, I don't have very good memory. I wouldn't remember. I'm not like Adam who says, oh yeah, we spoke before, unless you had like good argument stuff. So you've got to remind yourself to us. Thank you very much for calling in. We do pray that as you are searching, you will find the truth. Thank you very much, sir.
Have a good day.
God bless. Take care.
We are 7 minutes over time, but I've got someone who's been waiting in the backstage. Adam, I'm going to take that person in. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm from Sahil.
You are what?
I'm Sahil.
I meant like, are you Muslim?
Whether it's not a question, I'm asking you about the doubt. So you are claiming that you are the true of the God people, right?
So I'll tell
Why you
you.
laugh, Adam?
I'll tell
Listen,
you.
your English is not good enough. Why don't you join my Urdu streams? There at least you will be able to talk properly, man.
Yo, that doesn't. We don't came here for measuring our language proficiency. So doesn't it matter? Okay.
If you can't communicate in a particular language, there's no point.
Yeah, I can communicate. I have some
No, you
doubt.
cannot.
Can I ask with you?
So,
hey man, it's not a good to degrade with someone asking about their education, asking about their level of proficiency.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm not English speaker. My English is broken as well. So
that doesn't matter. I have some question to asking with you.
Here's the problem. If you can't answer the basic question whether you are
no,
Muslim
it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I have some doubts.
Right? And right
no,
right now you are
hey,
not.
hello, Mr. Atun. I know
not
English.
Mr.
I
Hatun,
know
yaar.
German.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Mr. That's Miss.
Whatever it is.
Not
I'm
whatever. There is a huge
just
difference
bro.
between a Miss and Mr.
Oh, so you are came into your proficiency, testing my language proficiency?
Yeah, I have spoken with you in my Urdu live stream multiple times.
Yeah, so I have some doubt. Can I ask with you?
Sir, ask me in Urdu because you don't even comprehend what we are talking about.
Yeah, I'm from also in India, brother. You are also from India.
I know you are from India, oh, man.
Okay.
So,
are your doubts about the perfect preservation of the Quran?
So you are claiming that the Quran is not preserved, it is changed, right?
Yes. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, could you please take the Sahih Bukhari 4992?
Put the link in the chat. Put the link in the private chat, sir. So you agree with me that Quran is not being perfectly preserved?
I don't know about how to put the link on here.
There is a
Where?
place for private chat. Put the link in the private chat. You simply copy and paste. I rephrase my question again. Do you hold the position that Quran is not perfectly preserved? That's
Yeah,
very
can you
long.
take this hadith?
I don't know if you answered my question. Actually, I know that you
Yeah,
didn't answer my question.
yeah, I have put the hadith reference. Can you take that hadith? Sahih al-Bukhari, book
Yep.
number 66,
Yep.
hadith 4992.
Yep, I got
There
it.
you go, sister. I'm gonna show it. This is the similar hadith with Ubay because you wanted that as well, anyway. So I'm gonna put it up. Same
Thank you very much.
context. There you go.
Yes, sir. This is the hadith where we get to see
Yeah.
two adults are fighting
Did
about
you take 4992 hadith? Sahih Bukhari 4992?
Same hadith. Read it.
Okay, read it that.
Hisham bin
Read.
Hakim.
Sir, make your case. Make your case.
We want to make the case of 7 adults. Quran has been revealed in 7 different ways in Sabah adults. That's the case.
First you have to read that hadith fully.
So you read it.
Shush, like
No,
seriously.
no, let me.
Can you tell us what is the point you are making from this hadith so we read it? Give us the kind of intro. Come on.
Why you can read that?
Sir, I am really trying my best to engage with you.
No. Why don't you read? Why?
And you are not being very helpful. What is the point you are trying to draw from this hadith? Yes, two Muslims are fighting with one another. Two adult Muslims who are in the same tribe fighting with one another regarding the differences in their prayer that comes through the Quran. Which man's was correct one? What were those differences? So let me know when you are ready to communicate, okay? Otherwise, it's just like not being very helpful. Let's take the next person. We are already 12 minutes over time, so sir or ma'am, just beware. We won't give you like very long time, but you are very welcome to call in on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. Hello. Letter Y. Hello. Okay, there's no response to from that as well, so we will, I think, can stop here.
All right, so basically this is the hadith that you brought in. So this is what happens. Finished, then I tried his garment around his neck, seized him and brought him. Okay, no, this is the other one. I need to go to the one where Ubay was punched. Hold on.
Yeah, Ubaya is in Sahih Muslim 1787. So in this one,
Ubay bin Ka'ab.
yeah, Ubay bin Ka'ab is in Sahih Muslim 1787. So
This is 820 as well. There you go. I'm sorry. Same hadith. So what happened is, Ubay, when we finished the prayer, we all went to Allah's Messenger. The man recited the style to which I objected, and other entered and recited in the style different from the companion. The Messenger of Allah asked them to recite, so they recited. The Messenger of Allah expressed approval for their affairs. And there occurred in my mind a sort of denial which did not occur even during the days of ignorance. When the Messenger of Allah saw how I was affected, he struck my chest. So this is how you remove the doubt. Punching in the chest. Ubay. No, that's And that would not be this kind of a punch. That'll be a hard punch. I don't want you to
This
hard
looks
punch
like
yourself.
punching Mohammed Hijab was doing to himself, right?
That's a monkey punching or something like that. So
Anyway,
Ubay bin Ka'b's doubt was removed by punching in the chest.
just
That's a beautiful way to remove the doubt.
yeah, just point out that that strike caused him into sweating, and he like caused him to fear Allah as well. So it wasn't like gentle touch; it caused him to sweat from however Muhammad hit him.
Whereupon I broke into sweating and felt as though I was looking at Allah with fear. Man, like he thought he's gonna die.
Yep.
He's like, I'm gonna die. That's a hard punch, man.
And
That's
I
a
want
real hard punch.
in that one, I want to also point out, even though he got beaten by his prophet, still his Quran didn't make it to 21st century, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, because he had extra chapters and we don't have them.
Two extra, right? If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
yeah.
Because Uthman came in power and he said you use the Quran of my cousin. So Usman wanted to use the Quran of his cousin Zaid bin Tabad, and he's like whatever he says goes.
Yeah, relationships are important, and it was important, over there as well. Okay, so we will stop here. We can touch that next time as well. This is like good topic to talk about it and have conversations and discussions. What we will do is, let me remove this. Let me put this on. Adam, brother. Oh God. Okay, I've got my screen just. My
Froze?
screen
No
is.
worries.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure, no worries. All right, so while Sister Hatun comes back, her screen froze. No worries, we are here. So we had a very interesting discussion today with Anam, and I hope and I pray that very soon Anam learns, realize, and get out of this cultish movement. By the way, Sister Hatun, the top right corner, the icon,
yeah,
it's just so nice. I like the baby.
Don't cry. Okay. I think since we are a little bit over time, it might be good time to acknowledge the super chat. So just a second. Someone is saying like she doesn't have answer to my questions. She just muted me. No, I removed you and then put you in the backstage because you were not engaging. So that was the reason, sir. Please don't lie. Don't lie. I expressed to you I am trying to engage with you, but you intentionally were not like dealing with things. Let's acknowledge the super chats, brother. Thank you very much for your generosity, Benjamin. You are my first wife, blah blah. Nice song.
I like this song. This is a beautiful, beautiful song. I am going to steal this song from you very soon, and then I'm going to play it in my channel.
Go ahead.
But you have to put it in the OneDrive so that I can steal it, because otherwise I have no way to steal it. So please put it in the OneDrive so that I can steal it from you. Blackpink, thank you so very much. Appreciate it. And this is your side, Shahabu Bala.
Thank you very much for your generosity, Hatun. This is true respect for everyone who suffers for truth. We are here and strong, sister.
Blackpink, idiocy is simple. Believe someone and
preach some.
Same. Blackpink said something is wrong with Europeans. They are bewitched. No, they are in coma, and bewitched as well. And Blackpink said they moved to Western countries to end freedom. Exactly, man. That is a new topic we need to discuss next time. Yasir Qadhi said that in a different way. He didn't say that like this bluntly, but he was saying exactly what you said, but in more descriptive manner. Blackpink said this hyper bacon needs to be put. He was talking about the other one, the guy who came before Inam. Blackpink said most converted people came from the lineage that never resisted but accepted conversion out of fear of death. They often behave weakly when in minority. kind of said it right. I'll agree with you. No, I'm not gonna read this. 1 billion don't know difference in halal and halala. Super Sai said, big news. Ex-Muslim Association made in India. Future ex-Muslim will be paid 15,000 rupees per month for activism. Sameer announced. I don't trust what Sameer announces, like these kind of stuff. This is not going to happen. That is silly. That is ignorant. He's trying to make money out of your pocket by saying this. He might pay a couple of people, and then it will be gone forever. That's how it is. So
Why
don't
would
believe
you
in these
pay,
kind of things.
why would you pay someone to be activist for ex-Muslims? And
Yeah, because you need
buy,
donations
yeah, you
first
can
to pay
buy.
them, right? So it's the same like a Dawah gangist who wants money for Allah's Jannah, and then they spend all of that money on themselves and maybe pay 10% out of something else. That's why it is. I don't trust these kind of people who say stupid things like that. Like you said, if Hatun and Adam wonder, like I said, certain times Blackpink says stuff which does not make sense at all. This is one of those times. But sister, have you seen that Blackpink has evolved as well? Most of his statements are now comprehensible, except for the few.
Well, he's better than Allah, right? He communicates better.
Yeah, he's better than Allah nowadays. All right, with that being said, I think that would be it for now over here. Sister Hatun, any last words?
I am the host, brother.
Oh,
Focus.
sorry. Yes, the host. Sorry, I can't say that. You have to ask me this question. Please ask me.
I've got two people in the backstage. Sorry, we cannot take you, especially Mr. or Mrs. Y. We give you platform, but your mic was muted. So you can call in next Tuesday or next Thursday. We can discuss. Adam, brother, thank you very much for joining me. And thank you very much, everyone who joined us on Adam's YouTube channel and his Facebook. Adam, so you've got this $10,000. You are trying to give it away for anyone who makes a case that Abraham is Muslim.
No, Ibrahim had a deen, which
Yeah,
is Islam.
yeah. And what else it's happening in your channel that you want people to keep eye on it?
The Unitarian guy came and he came with two Muslims. The Unitarian doctor, Professor Yusuf Bhatti came in and he had two people right behind him and they started accusing and abusing my parents and my family. And then obviously, you know me, I accuse back. I don't hold back these things and I don't take them lightly. And then we had a 30 minutes of abusive arguments with each other and we tried to speak with Bhatti and those Muslims did not make us speak but with Bhatti, and then Bhatti ran away and they cannot debate a new Trinitarian, and they are the PhD professors in Islamiyat, and he is supposedly a pastor and a father as well, father. So anyhow, that is what happened yesterday as well. The Unitarians are running away and they're coming up to my channel with Muslims around them. Imagine that. That proves how Unitarians are just like Islam. They are one in Pakistan. In Pakistan, Unitarianism and Islam is one. I don't know whether it is the same in UK or not, but in Pakistan, these Unitarian churches and Islam are one unit and they are attacking Trinitarians, especially the women and children of Trinitarians. This is the reality. The Church of Christ is attacked at this moment by these Unitarians and Muslims in Pakistan 110%. So please pray for them. That would be my request. With that being said, Quran has been perfectly changed from many locations and there are huge holes in it. Oh, that reminds me of your Quran. Do you still have the Holy Quran?
I do.
All right. So take care.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you very much for joining me, Adam, as well as thank you very much to everyone on Adam's Facebook and YouTube channel. Thank you very much, everyone on DCCI who joined us in the chat as well. Thank you very much, everyone who called in. By God's grace, we will see you on another live stream. Until we see you back, may Christ crucified silent you with his love. God bless you all.
Allahu Akbar wa Yeshua Akbarul Azim. God bless you all.